This is a 2000 Toyota Rav4. We're going to replace the glass on the side mirror, and this will also work for any other Toyota that has the mirror back that looks like this, with these two hooks on the top and those two clasps on the bottom. This is the original mirror, and I closed the door. It was very cold and the glass just broke, so must have had some kind of little fracture in it or something. I pulled another mirror from a vehicle at the junkyard. I'm going to knock this glass out to see if I can show you what's behind there. I popped that glass out of there, the broken glass, and you can see the places where it aligns are here and here, and these are kind of like hooks, and here, these are kind of U-shaped clasps. This is an adhesive that's here. So when you pull this like at the junkyard, or if you order one, it's going to come with this whole thing. So for example, just like this is what it looks like from the junkyard. I'll get a closer look of that in a second. But the name of the game with removing this is not breaking these little deals down here. If you're going to pull one from the junkyard to put on your vehicle, because these are really easy to break. Not so much these, but these down here. I usually end up breaking one of them. But I'm also usually pulling these mirrors when it always seems to be 10 degrees below zero, so everything is super brittle. So here's the one I pulled from the junkyard, and you can see on the back that I broke this one right here. You can see how I took the top off of that one when I was pulling it off. Like I mentioned, it was extremely cold. Ideally, you want to have a heat gun to loosen up these little spots where this adhesive is, but I don't have a cordless heat gun, so these hooks up here aren't as much trouble. It's these two down here. See that little feature there, and that one there that's broken. This will still work though, because I've accomplished this task before with one of these broken. So now we'll pull the old one out. So I'm just going to use the hair dryer here to warm up this plastic a little bit so I can get in there. The white part that you see, that's going to stay on the vehicle. The black part is the back of the mirror. So I'm just going to heat it up because it's pretty cold in this garage right now. And that's going to allow me to pull this out with reduced risk of messing up the part that stays on the vehicle. Okay, that's much more pliable now. So I'll push it all the way this way, all the way, push the top all the way in. And I'm just going to go in with the pick, and I'm just going to kind of get in here to pull this part out. Get it off there, and the same on this side, like that. Okay, so it's what I'm doing. Let me give you a closer look. All I was doing there with the pick was getting in here to push this side down, the black part, to clear that white part. And then once we got that done, this will come out, wiggle off the top like that. See? So what the whole goal with using the hair dryer and being real careful is not to break any of this white, because this is this part that stays on the vehicle. This is the junkyard one. So you can see it's got a little bit of adhesive here. I'm just going to use the hair dryer to warm the adhesive up, and then I'll install it. Alright, if I take the old one and I can kind of use it as a dummy install, you see it's got this shape, which has to line up there. And then these hooks here and here, they go in there. And you got to get in at quite an angle, so I'm going like that to get that in there. So then it's down, and it'll be pushed in to snap those into place in the bottom. So it's getting those top ones in first, and I have this pushed all the way in on the bottom, so it's in this position, maximum that position. So I'm going to try the real install, and that was a pretty steep. It's pretty steep. I'm not gonna be able to film it, but I'm looking under. Okay, actually I can film it. Let me show you if I'm looking under. Maybe see there that I am on those. So if you look at it from below, you can get an idea if you're on those hooks. Okay, so you saw from below that I am on those hooks. So I'm going to try to snap it in place on the bottom. Get them in there. Just going around and nope, it's loose on that side. We'll try it again. There it is. Okay, I just heard it snap. And now it's in there. Okay. Okay, and looks like I got, so I just got a little adhesive on there, but it came off with some rubbing alcohol. So this is good now. This is on there real well. It's on there nice and snug. So again, if you're going in and you're trying to take the glass off, like to get to the rest of that, and you don't have broken glass like I did, where you can go in with the pick this way, go in with a soft pry and try turning like that to lift it off of this side and that side. Warm it up in advance if you can, or with a blade like that or a pick, try to get under there and see if you can't push up on that little clasp, because you remember how they looked like that, and then when they go in the square they open up like that, and then you need to push them down and kind of pry to pull them out. So you'd go in with the pick like that and then pull out. So hopefully this was helpful for you and you can replace your glass. Thank you for watching and good luck with your repair.